So Rex, why don't you tell us where we're going?
We are headed to Millennium right now. We are heading over to do some record shopping. Brian shot some footage earlier today with Terry. I don't know his last name, so nobody ever told me.
Hi, I'm Terry Currier. I'm the owner of Millennium. Millennium started in 1969, and we're located on the corner of 32nd and East Burnside in Portland, Oregon.
I know the Millennium's been around for quite a while. I don't know the exact year, but I know that the record store has existed. I just pulling this out of my ass. I believe in the early 70s it was opened, maybe 60s, something like that. Portland's oldest record store, still standing, even past other ones that I remember being there.
We're a full catalog record store. You can find a great world music section, classical music, one of the best classical music sections in the country. We sell rock and roll, sell, metal, alternative rock, jazz, blues, new age, soundtracks, gospel music, you name it, we got it here.
Millennium is actually where I went and bought my first 2 CDs when I converted from cassette tapes over to CDs. Now, I'm going to admit what the first 2 CDs were that I ever bought that were at Millennium. One was Stone Temple Pilots' Core, which I'm okay with that. People give STP a lot of shit. That's still a phenomenal album. And The Best of the Doors, Volume 1 and 2. And CDs were awesome because you could take them and make mixtapes out of them.
The Kinks are my all-time favorite artists. I mean, it's been like that for 30 years and it's never going to change. I was a big Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention fan. Spirit was a big band for me. One of my heroes is actually coming to town, and my top 5 bands was a band called Mott the Hoople. And they meant so much to me that 3 years ago they did a reunion for the first time since 1976. I went to England to see 3 shows. But Ian Hunter, the lead singer from Mott the Hoople, is actually going to be in my store this next week. And I'm jazzed beyond belief.
Country albums, we can skip that. Hey, Jeff's be nuts right now. We like the Beatles records. Japan imports, boots. Multiple boots. I bet you that's a radio station.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. Flailing sea monster head and engine is barely covering the Pinot and the testes, but there's just like a huge out of place nipple right there.
Well, one of my favorite records is this record here by a California band called Spirit. They were from Ojai, just north of LA, and they had elements of rock and jazz mixed in there. This gentleman on the back here, Ed Cassidy, who's 90 years old these days, he was 20 years older than the rest of the band members at that time. some of them he was probably 25 years older than them. And he came from the old school music of jazz, and his drumming really changed the sound of this band in so many ways, and it got them to experiment in music. I mean, they came out of the late 60s and there was a lot of experimentation in music, but this band in particular, their first 4 records are just classic records. I mean, there's not a bad song on all of them. But this album right here, The Family, that plays together by Spirit, one of my top 5 records of all time.
That's pretty cool. It's a good soundtrack in the movie. Yes.
Ah, dang. Get some Toto.
Sold. Felt covering bigger and blacker. I can make a really good joke right now.
It feels good. Just want to snuggle up with it.
See, he's trying to act all cute now, because now if I might do an actual full podcast, might not be the best looking guy on the podcast anymore.
So we can fight for that title.
It's a toss up. Yeah. Don't worry about the hairline. We already got that covered.
We'll just have to go who's got the doper record collection for the tiebreaker.
Ooh. If we go the doper 12-inch record collection, maybe I'll beat you.
Perhaps.
The 45s you got me done.
Here we go. McFadden and Whitehead, straight out of Philadelphia International Records. Sounds of Philadelphia. This one doesn't have "Ain't No Stopping Us Now," but I do one of my prized possessions is 12-inch. That on one side is the Philadelphia Eagles version, and the one side is the Phillies version.
Oh, beautiful.
Ain't No Stopping Us Now. I think. Oh no, this is old school original issue.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, look what Rex found.
I don't know what happened over here.
It's Juggalo Rex.
Down with the clown.
Down with the clown, y'all. What? Where my Fago Ninjas at? Yeah!
Need help?
Talking to All Stars, it's a gas. $8. I've paid between 10 and 1. So 8's on the little high side for this, especially with a little ink there. But still a great one. Good stuff on here. Holly Holly, Hey Jude, Saturday Matinee, Riding Hound Love. Some good classics when you walk with my man. Alright. Great label alert. Numero group. See anything on this label? Pick it up. They have an Eccentric Soul series, Rare Soul labels. They just put out their catalog, put out all kinds of crazy world music. What's awesome about Numero Group, you can actually get a subscription, like a magazine. You can subscribe at the beginning of the year and you can get a CD or a vinyl subscription, and they will send you a copy of every album they put out. Like one of my absolute favorite labels. Market 8, dude. Oh, here we go. I just picked this one up for $1. And an original, Undisputed Truth. This one has what is it? Feeling Alright. Is that jam? Man, Johnny Taylor singing. Who's making love to your old lady while you was out making love? Stax Records, straight up classics. Also got Take Care of Your Homework, fellas, because if you don't, somebody will. I love this guy, and this is original Stax. Came out, what's the release date on this? No date on it, but really good condition. No, in gorgeous condition for $5. Whoever was pricing this one was out to lunch today. This is coming home with me. I've seen this for a lot more. I've never seen it in this good condition for anywhere low as $5. Look at this. Don't you just want to hang out with this guy? He's got the ring on. It's my man right here. Stax Records, Johnny Taylor. Not to be confused with Little Johnny Taylor, who took his name from Johnny Taylor. Over here we have a new awesome Portland band alert. Satin Chaps. Highly recommended, because Portland doesn't need any more sad sack, whiny indie bands.
Yes,
Portland
true
needs
that.
go-go, funk, 60s party bands like the Sad Chaps. They're a 7-piece, full horn section, playing like classic mod soul, like go-go fucking party music. It's Eric Hedford, who's the original drummer in the Dandies. He's
Yep.
also in a great Portland band called Telephone. This band sounds like neither of those, but they are the shit. They just played the Spare Room on the 11th. I saw them out at the Kent Club a while ago. Seen them at the Eagles Lodge. They're a ton of fun. Highly, highly recommended. Portland needs more bands doing different music. These guys are awesome. Oh, there we go. Ronnie Spector, 1980. Might not want to go that far into the future with Ronnie Spector and the great Ronettes, singers of probably one of the top 5 greatest songs of all time, "Be My Baby." I always forget the first line of songs, but there's that line in it in the first verse. Oh, won't you say you love me? I'll make you so proud of me. We'll make them turn their heads every place we go. And then in comes a big Phil Spector production. Oh, won't you please be my little baby.
Beautiful.
My one and only darling. Be my baby now. Whoa. One of the greatest of all. God, gives me chills every time I hear it.
If you haven't been to Music Millennium, you should come down to Music Millennium and check us out. Record stores were the community centers across the United States, especially in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and even into the 80s. You come to a record store, you got a lot of people working here that know their stuff about music. You can talk to them about it. Going to a record store is an experience. It's not like going online and downloading. You come in here looking for one thing and you discover so many other different things by hearing the overhead music, talking to the employees, looking at the wall, going, oh, I didn't know they had a new record. So we hope to see you down here sometime.